He is a pretty good loaf. Hi, no, cables are not toys, Snarf. Don't stop trying to eat my headphone cable. It's not a toy. Look, you're live on the internet. Behave. He's been weird. He was like having a little fight earlier. Now he's like sitting here. Crime cat, I know. You are the worst for crime, Snarf. And he knows he's doing crimes. He'll just like look at you as he does them. What are you doing, Snarf? And why is it planning crimes? Yeah, we could play Wicked Willow, or we could just stare at this beautiful Moggy. Hi. What are you doing? Yes. To be a lovely orange loaf, eh? What are you up to? What are you doing? What are you doing, Snarf? Still a stream of fussing cats? It would be great, wouldn't it? I'll tell you what we're going to do. Right, and just put that to its usual position. Put that back there. Put your big cats up, Snap. Can you kiss? Can you kiss? Shut up. Yes, oh yes, you are a big baby. Desk flop, yes. Big baby boy. Can I get the thing out your face? Got it. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. He gets dirty grime build up in his tear ducts. Every now and again I pick him out. You kiss? What are you doing? What's going on? Poor You happy, Snarf? You happy? Let's see if he's happy. Yes, trouble is nearby. But listen to this. The ginger purr monster. Thing is with danger, sat down there, he might jump up in a second. Gingerbread monster. I mean, we could play video games. Or we could just listen. To the Gingerbread monster. There goes Crimes. He's just like, oh no, I'm not going to get any attention here. All the attention's been covered. Nostrum, only purrs. Is that you are peak entertainment, Snarf? It's purring away. There are people on the internet just watching you. Watching you purr. I mean, you've got terrible media training. You don't know where the camera is. They're going to draw lines in your fur. What are you doing? What are you doing? Note how he's got his back foot on my hand. Partially as support, but also he might decide to start getting fighty any second now. He might think, you know what? I'm going to have a scrap. You're also knitting. Cool. There you go. Getting a bit fighty. You're going to get fighty. Just to protect myself. I'm going to... Hi, ma'am. As you see, the fight is slightly half-assed. And he's still purring. That last attempt at a bite just turned into a blep. It was like, I want to bite now, I'm just going to lick it instead. You're a silly sausage, aren't you? You're a very silly sausage. Bite, blep. Blep, bite. We're not playing video games now, we're just watching you. Because you're very handsome. He is a big old goofball. Big ball of anxiety. He's a big ball. I mean, just look at this. What? You're a bit of a chonker, mate. You gotta admit. I mean, I appreciate that you do run up and down the stairs, but you are a bit of a chonker. I mean, not oh lord, he coming. I was just watching on the YouTubes a short little cooking video from Renee Paquette, who is a broadcaster on the wrestling, and hello Kira, and she was doing like a little cooking thing of anchovy popcorn. Don't knock it until you tried it, apparently, but you hear sounds completely wrong. But the main thing was, it was just like, it was 5 minutes. Renee's fun. And ew, yeah, exactly ew. But Turns out uh, they've got a cat who's a gorgeous, looks big, big number, big unit. Looks probably Maine Coon. It's got like the little tufts on the ears. That's just Maine Coon, but it's got polydactyl claws. It's got like a big thumb. That cat may take over the world. And that cat's dad is John Moxley, who's a weird cat in himself. But a fighter. So, Lord knows what happened. You can't take over the world. You don't have opposable thumbs, do you? You're totally reliant on me, Snarf. I mean, occasionally you bring in things. It's been a while. It's been a while. Huh? How are you doing, Snarf? Look at him there, trying to make some biscuits. Oh, Snarf. He's a big soft boy. Hello, Rick. Oh, here comes Crimes. Here comes Crimes. You right, Orko? What's going on? Just sitting over there? Well, your brother gets all the attention for a change? Yeah, this is the stream now, Desk Cat. That's it. We're not playing video games. We got Snarf. Cuddles and Crimes. Yeah, that's it. But which one's Cuddles and which one's Crimes? Huh? Oh, the shirt. Yes, I picked this up at the Time Travel Mart in LA. For those who can't quite make it out, it says, "What happens in La Brea Tar Pits stays in La Brea Tar Pits." Orko is Crimes. I mean, Orko's definitely not Cuddle. I'm more likely to get Cuddles off Snarf. Unless you count feet Cuddles. Orko is the foot pervert. Aren't you, Orko? Yes, hi. Hello. What's happening? You just... That's still Crimes. Just, Orko is... Hello? Orko's there. Hi, Orky. What's happening? Bit by bit, he's getting closer. I don't think we've seen Kathy yet. Sounds like, what's going on? What you doing? While leaning on my keyboard. Hopefully not. Well, yes, he is interfering with my keyboard, but not with OBS. Thankfully. Why must you always lean on my keyboard? I'm going to take my hand back. Hello, yes. You're a big soft boy. A big soft boy. Rick's looking at the old chat, huh? I mean, yes, fair enough. I left the keyboard on the desk. It's something for him to lean against. Hello. Yes. Here we go. Now here comes the disrespectful one. Just a brief visit and then he's off because he knows he's just like, yeah, I'm not going to muck about too much in Snarf space. They haven't cuddled each other in a long, long time. They are more likely to fight. What? Like, they can share a bed together, but about a foot apart. They like their space. Tail flick. This is your tail. We're getting towards summer. You're going to get all molty and get rid of all your winter fur. And grow your summer fur out instead. Look at you. Huh? Big baby. It's a big baby boy. Yes. Huh? Desk lump. That's what you are. You're a desk lump. It's a bit like a desk lamp, but definitely less bright. You are not particularly bright, are you, Snarf? I mean, you know your name. You know a few words. But you're hardly scintillating conversation. You know when you're being naughty. Rick spent the last several hours playing Power Wash Sim, wow, and listening to the same song on repeat. Yeah, as the neurotypicals do, you know. But what song, Rick? What, like, listening to the same song on repeat, if it's Blur's Song 2, might get a bit much, particularly as it's only a 2-minute long song. But if it's, say, Iron Maiden's Rime of the Ancient Mariner, which is about 15 minutes, and has multiple movements, that will be fine. And say, or if you're counting Rick Wakeman's Journey to the Centre of the Earth, the entire album as one song. Ready to play more Stardew? Hello. Welcome to the Black Parade. Oh, Rick's having an emo day. I'm not, 5 minutes and 11. Not too bad, I guess. Make of that what you will. That's the thing. I don't know it that well. Because all the emo that I'm into, hello, he's daring to come over. He's just like, well, no, what's going on? Yeah, I'm more into like the Midwest stuff. Never really got into the scene stuff. Still know all the words. Hello, Orko. I'm now. Orko is now over there, loafing. They were emo, not seen. They had seen haircuts. I know, I'm surrounded. I am utterly surrounded. And they're both too pretty to tell them to fuck off. I mean, sometimes I can tell them to fuck off. Mostly found that song someone shared a ukulele cover once. It's amazing the way you get into some music. So what was the first My Chemical Romance song you heard? Actually, a ukulele cover. I mean, to be fair, I got into stuff via cover versions, I'm sure. Can't imagine a uke cover of it. Are we going to play a video game, lads? Are you going to let us play a video game? Or are we just going to look at pretty cats, right? And no games, only cats. It has been determined. Well, I'm gonna at least, since we're not listening to the purring, let's at least put some light music underneath. Well, we consider covers what I've heard that maybe got me into the original band. I'm just trying to think now, actually. Only Cats, a different kind of pussy site. Yeah. Only Mogs. Completely different kind of cat boy. What? Just because I tickled your bum? Fine. You have boundaries. No, you just... This isn't boundaries, this is fighting now. Hello, Orko. Just if you want to check in on Orko. Whoops. There he is. He knows where the not the patootie. Orko knows where the camera is. Cause, well, mainly he's watching my hand. Can I position this in such a way that we get both of them in? There. Hi, what's going on? Here's a camera. We're putting you on the internet. See, I can't use any of my tools. Snarf is blocking the keyboard. Orca's blocking my trackball. Where are you off? Oh, hiding from the camera now, are you? Hiding from the camera now? Orca's being aloof. You are, aren't you? Oh, big yawn, Orca. Why don't you ever lie down somewhere? Nope. Nope. She's going to do some crimes. She's going to sit over there and do some crimes now. What are you doing? What are you doing? Have you thought about this plan at all? Snarf's got a bit of an unimpressed look in his face with all this walking up and down in front of him. Thoughts? Not on this desk, none at all. No thoughts. Only cuteness and occasional crimes. Make a little loaf that. Curled your feetsies in. Hi, yes. Little boop. Are you purring for us, okay? How you doing, Captain Smushy Face? I don't know what's got their attention. You know that thing when you think a cat's seen a ghost? They're both looking out into the hallway. There's no one there, is there? We live alone. See? Okay. Not bothered. Not bothered about the patootie. Ah, yes. Right, I'm taking the microphone back then. Snarf. Sometimes bothered about the patootie. I think if you start with Snarf's head, thank you for the clip. If you start with Snarf's head and he knows where the hands come from, you can probably fuss him all the way down to his bum. And then he gets bored of it. And then he goes, no. He sets boundaries. Then he gets fighty. Huh? He gets fighty and then he just goes, and his eyes are closing. Acting like he wants to fall asleep. Why don't you go and fall asleep in the bed? And we'll play video games. No video games. Only cats. And, oh, look at you. You are so cute though. Chin is filthy though. Why is your chin so filthy? What are you doing, Orko? I'm like, are you looking at something? It's like, no, it's just the way your head is under the boom arm of the mic. Oh, yes, Orko, you're gorgeous as well. Snarf is currently having some sort of like bliss moment with me just scritching the top of his head. Scritching the top of his head. Oh, Orky. Do you want scritches as well? No, I haven't stopped Snarf. Stop it. Now, if you're going to do that game, Snarf, at least claws in. Is it? No. Head fuss. Squishing both their heads now. Oh, Snarf. You're loving a head scritch. Yes. Snarf must put the dominant paw out. He must lay claim to my arm. Dommy paws. Because if I do wrong, it's much easier for him to punish me. Meanwhile, Orko just sat there, perched like a good little loaf. Yes, you're a baby. Nobody's cashed anything in yet. We're just too happy. Snapp's very happy here. Don't want to disturb the flopping. Oh, look at that. You see the way that Snapp's paw sliding off. Because he's very relaxed. And almost as if he's fallen asleep. There you go. His paw's just flopped off now. I might just have sent Snarf to sleep. Maybe he'll start snoring. He does snore often. Sleepy Snarf, Snarf. Yes. It's a sleepy baby. Oh, Snarf, I thought you were sleeping. Look at that. Rams his head straight back into the same spot. Bite me, dickhead. Huh? Don't bite me. Now look what's happened. Look what you did. You didn't do that at all. Are you going to apologise for biting me? Are you going to apologise? Kiss it better? No. Cat panic. Well, I don't think he was ever going to bite me hard. He does know how to control his claws, but I think he's generally alright with his bites. Orca, meanwhile. Oh, Orca's fine. He's just on the landing. Snarf, you alright? Don't give me that look. Give me gremlin face looks. We were having a wonderfully cute moment, and then you were just like, "No, I'm going to bite you." Hmm? What's the matter, Snarf? Huh? What's the matter? Like, you want to sit here and be an annoyance. Precious criminal baby. Hello, Basil. Yeah, we're not playing video games. I'm doing an ollie. We've advertised that we're playing a video game, but we're going to spend an hour and a half just talking shit about cats. Then maybe we'll play a video game. Both cats are crimes. Oh, Snarf is absolutely crimes. I'm sure I told you about, like, the other night when I went to the kitchen. Put Yuke in the Discord. Excellent. Nice from Rick. Well, it's still on Rapture. I thought I hit the button. Oh. Anyway, I thought I hit the button. I didn't hit the button, obviously. Probably because some big loaf came along and was like, DJ didn't hit the button. Probably 'cause someone was being a knob. What's up, Snarf? Yeah, I had everything going in my sidebar in OBS. Just didn't hit the done button. Huh? Because you got in the way and you were being cute. And I thought, oh, look at Snarf, he's being cute. Let's point cameras at him. Let's go, let's point cameras at him and do a stream. Well, we just look at how pretty he is. It's like, yeah, sure, we could be playing video games, but why should we do that when we got beautiful Ginge? It was molting a little bit. Still, clocks go forward, we're losing an hour of sleep tonight. They won't notice. You were, yeah, you probably were going to make food. Food time. What about towel time, eh? So there I was earlier thinking about what should we play when we settle back down? Because like I say, the next few weeks are going to be a little bit wobbly. Might not be streaming at all actually next weekend. Because, I say, Trans Day of Visibility on Friday. Don't stream on Trans Day of Visibility. I'll leave that for the trans folk. Hi. And then I'm probably going to see my parents, because I obviously haven't seen them today. So I'm going to see them next Saturday instead. So there might not be streams. Then, week after that, first Friday friend day of the month. So, we'll do a bit of that. So, basically 2 weeks Saturday, probably the next proper game. And I was thinking, I quite fancy some FMV style game. I'm a sucker for punishment. And 90s FMV, it's just something particularly great, yet also so yeah, I was thinking, what could we do? Like, maybe we could try Shivers again, and this time I'll be prepared. I could get Phantasmagoria 2, maybe. Which is, like, apparently almost bi positive. I think it's still got a bit of a kill your gaze, but I think it's broadly bi positive. Crimes are back. Or then there's the Tex Murphy games. Never played them before, but they're FMV. How we doing, Snap? You alright? Orko, that was terrible crimes. What? Okay, Orko wants a drink. One sec. He did the cute little run he does. Orko crimes. Oh, Kira, no, it's... Another one of Orko's terrible habits is knowing that he can get my attention by clawing my knees. And then he does like a cute little run into the bathroom, and I'm like, alright, fine. You want a drink? I mean, I prefer it if he like went meow meow and then ran into the bathroom. Like if there were a proper code. What about you, Snarf? Do you want to do a code? Do you want to do a code of honor, Snarf? There is no honor here. Oh. I have my desk back. Hello, everyone. Looks like cat stream was over. Shall we play a video game? Bye, Snarf. Which one's Steam? That one's Steam. Too many circular icons. I'm sure they'll be back in a second. Oh, brilliant. There we go. I think we want that one on, don't we? Right. This is where we were. We were playing Wicked Willow. And that's what we're back to. This is why we're here. You know, we've been streaming for nearly 45 minutes. It was about time. So what paths have we and haven't we followed? We managed to marry the cat. We managed to Groundhog Day Lydia. That was it, Lydia. Where else have we got to? We've got this prisoner bit to load. I can't see where that's meant to jump to. Maybe it's like some of these points. Enjoyed the cat crimes with the exception of the biting scare jump. I'm sorry. He does it sometimes. He's not particularly vicious. Anyway, where shall we replay from? Bottom right only. What, you reckon we should go back to the bank? Use a fireball. Wait, no. So, I'm going to try and remember what all the options were. So, our first decision was in the bank. Did we use our magic to cause mayhem or not? And I think we did, didn't we? Answering a different question. Ray remembers nothing. Rick's really good at remembering things. Well, there was a third path from the hospital. That might be the one for cracking Avery's egg. Yeah, Rick's busy cooking. This is true. We'll catch up. We'll remember. We'll remember things. I tell you what, let's go back to the hospital. Avery was in the hospital. And we were bitching about the American healthcare system because he had a genetic condition which was defined as pre-existing. And so we had options. Yeah, let's load this checkpoint.
Lydia, what are you doing here?
Same as you, of course. Just wanted to check in on Avery.
Avery's my friend, not yours. Why are you really here?
Do you really have to attach some nefarious agenda to everything I do, Willow?
Yes.
First, you say my bank is evil.
'Tis.
Now you think I can't have a simple visit with a friend without having some ulterior motive?
Oh, yeah, there is.
No, I'm just a little jumpy lately. You know, from everything that's happened. So, you can't really judge me for being a little suspicious, okay?
Of course not. It was a miracle you even got out of bed today. Bless your heart.
Fuck off, Lydia.
Is that supposed to be some kind of...
Gotta run now. Church is in a few minutes, hun.
Okay, first things first. What the hell was Lydia doing in your room?
Wishing me a speedy recovery? Why?
The world doesn't make sense anymore. Fuck. Do I really owe Lydia an apology?
Nah.
Oh,
And what?
she brought over a form to sign from the bank. Liability thing, she said.
Nefarious agenda, we were right.
Let me see that. Agreement to forgo claims of compensation? Oh, I knew it! I knew it! She came in here and forced her pen into the hand of an injured man and...
No, Willow, none of that is right. I signed it of my own free will, okay?
What? Why?
It wasn't their fault they had a robbery, was it?
I guess not.
Shouldn't have hoarded all that money.
It was probably mine.
You look a little tired, Willow. Did you get a good sleep?
Did I get a good sleep? Who cares?
Well, I care.
Well, I wasn't the one who almost died.
You don't have to make it sound so dramatic.
So, you got a clean bill of health then?
Yeah, I'm fine, Willow.
Jumpy today. Kira just started you too.
I
Oh,
knew
blimey.
you'd pull through. Hey, why do you look like that?
It look like what?
I know that face, Avery. Spill.
Willow, they're saying the problem with my liver wasn't from the drugs. They're saying I have fetal alcohol syndrome. My mom not only abandoned me, she drank while pregnant, apparently.
Fuck. What a bitch!
Don't say that. I don't know what her circumstances were.
She nearly killed you, and you want to defend her?
Even if she gave me up, she's the only mom I ever had. Willow, I can't just...
Okay, fine. But you're healthy.
Yeah, of course.
Great. Let's go.
Sure, just let me grab my... nothing. I'll pick it up later.
Your what? Avery.
My prescription.
Pills? I thought you said you were fine.
I am. I mean, it's for the liver. You know.
Oh, right. So, after you take the pills, you'll be all better?
Yeah, of course. Totally. Well, even with the pills, they said I might run into problems later down the line. People with my kind of damage don't usually live past 50.
I'll give you my liver.
See, this is why I didn't want to talk about it. Willow, that's exceedingly generous of you, but...
No, it's not. Cut me open right here. I'm sure I've got liver to spare. Being a vegan, it's gotta be, like, extra good, right?
We're not the same blood type, Willow.
Oh, fuck.
Oh yeah, that weird thing, but Avery knows what blood type we are. It's a weird friend to have.
Look, we'll put you on the donor list then, okay? And...
Gotta get that vegan liver.
Look at you, Willow, so determined to fix the future.
That surprises you?
Seems like just yesterday you were saying you didn't want to be ruled by fear of what might come tomorrow.
That was different.
Why? How?
It just was, okay? What am I? On trial here?
I didn't mean to upset you, Willow.
No, you didn't. I've just got a lot going on right now, okay?
Wanna talk about it?
Some other time. You've got enough on your plate. Now let's go get your pills.
So, everything worked out.
No, Avery's liver is shot, apparently.
Those flowers killed his liver?
No, it was messed up before that.
So that means not your fault, right?
I guess not. No. They just discovered the damage after he came in.
Then presto, no more feeling guilty, right? Matter of fact, you did him a favour, letting him know what's going on in there.
I don't know if it's fair to look at it like that.
Sure it is. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
We can go right back to kicking ours and taking names.
That does sound pretty good. All right, you've convinced me. Let's roll.
But I didn't know about it. I just thought it was allergies.
Avery, what's wrong?
They're saying since my fetal alcohol syndrome was since birth, it's a pre-existing condition. They're not going to cover my prescription.
They're not? Oh, those blood-sucking capitalist scum. Can you afford it?
Oh, yeah, sure. No problem.
Well, that's a relief. How much?
A little higher than my rent.
Then how can you possibly afford it?
I just didn't want you to have to worry. Willow, this isn't your problem to fix.
Oh, yes it is.
Oh, yeah.
Tanya said I've got the power to stop suffering. And I've got to find a way to responsibly use it. If I used my powers, maybe I could just heal Avery's liver completely. Then he wouldn't need the pills or a transplant. But using my powers is always risky. Especially such a big spell.
Oh, packets. Packets. Bit of packets there.
What about a smaller spell? I could try to change the information on the insurance form. That's technically stealing, but fuck those insurance bastards. They ought to cover him. Or maybe I just don't use my powers at all. I could ask Avery to move in with me. Then he wouldn't need to pay rent, and he could afford the pills.
Right. As I recall, I think we've done the top two. I think the first time we healed Avery and then somehow ended up in prison. And we changed insurance form. I think we need to ask him to move in. We tried the first two. There we go. I knew Rick would be back, knowing the law, remembering things. You got a good brain rate for remembering things. So I think it's time to ask Avery to move in and crack that egg.
Hey, Avery. Can't pay your rent? Then stay at my place.
Oh, Willow, I couldn't impose.
It's no bother. I'm offering.
I know, but only out of a misplaced sense of...
The first one killed all the people in life support. That was it.
I'm not going to take no for an answer. You're coming, even if I have to wave a magic wand and whisk you there.
Let's hope it doesn't actually come to that.
Shut up.
Thanks, Willow. I really, really appreciate it. I promise, one day I'll...
You can start by buying me a coffee. I'm feeling thirsty.
This paper looks quite promising.
Talking of thirsty.
What, the Janet Reno thing? Yeah, first woman attorney general, but have you seen her record?
Actually, I'm far more intrigued by what isn't on the paper. No headlines about the bank foreclosing on people. That must have been some job you pulled at the bank, right?
Kind of. I think I might have accidentally summoned a bunch of real bank robbers. I managed to stop them, though.
You stopped them? Why would you do that?
I just wanted to make sure nobody got hurt.
And did you succeed?
Well, no.
Kind of.
Avery got sick from the flowers I created. Had to go to the hospital. And the stupid insurance company wouldn't pay for his pills.
Those are very big crystal eggs. Those ones, yes. And oh no, that's cactus.
Well, I assume you taught them a lesson, right?
No. Given everything that happened in the bank, I thought that might be too risky.
Too risky?
I just told Avery he could move in with me. That way he can afford his medicine.
What kind of wicked witch are you?
One who's being responsible about their powers.
Hey, you were the one that tried to scare me out of using my powers. And you're acting like this is my fault?
Of course not, Willow. But you see,
If you wanted me to rob the bank or the insurance company, why didn't you say something?
because I had to stick to the pattern, Willow.
Pattern? What pattern? What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, we don't remember the time loops in them.
Never mind, Willow. I've learned my lesson about adding to your burdens. Willow, it would be best if you go your own way.
You can go your own way.
Don't come visit me anymore.
Oh, no more big titty goth witch.
What? Hey, it was my first outing. Give me another chance.
You don't understand. My own dark karma has poisoned your journey. If you don't feel content with the way things turn out for you, perhaps one day we will meet again.
You want me to go my own way? Fine by me. I've been doing that my whole life. I don't need you.
I know, Willow.
A friendly reminder.
Got you dumped. She can poison my journey anytime. Oh, here we go. Hang on. Better get the button. Holy
The submission deadline for the Fairy Tales Short Story Contest is tomorrow. The winner will receive a $500 scholarship.
May I request my winnings be donated to a worthy cause?
Journey accursed as it is.
Say, the original Righteous Words student group?
Oh, here we go. I'm sure we've ended up on this path before.
Of course. But Lydia, isn't declaring yourself the victor a little premature?
Of course. I've never dreamed to be so immodest as to claim I'm the heavy favorite, or to say my talent dwarfs the competition.
Oh, really? That's what we all heard.
I don't know what you're implying. I'm just trying to help the less fortunate.
Oh, please. I've helped more people than you ever would in 100 lifetimes. Home, sweet home.
Thanks again for letting me crash here. I really owe you one.
I said don't mention it.
I just hate this feeling. Being homeless, I mean. It feels kind of elitist and entitled for me to complain about it. Like, I presume I'm better than the people that are literally sleeping on the streets. But it's not the first time this has happened to me, either.
Well, don't worry. You know, this is kind of my forget it.
What?
I said forget it.
Sheesh, you're on edge today.
Wait, is the Christmas wreath new?
You worried about losing that contest to Lydia?
Nearly forgot about it already, actually.
Really? I figured you'd be spoiling for a chance to embarrass her.
I guess I just have a lot on my mind lately. Bank robbery and all that.
To be honest, Willow, you seemed distracted even before that.
What would you say if I told you I had magic powers? That I was a witch?
Witch?
Avery's quite interested in this one. Really? Tell me more.
Like magic potions, flying broomstick, talking cat, the works.
Well, I don't have a flying broomstick yet. But, yeah, I have the power to mess with reality. But when I do, there's some really dark shit that goes down.
That trope's a little overdone, isn't it?
What are you talking about?
Can you give me boobs? I'm just asking. Yeah, hypothetically. May I request my winnings be donated to a worthy cause, such as the Bible study group that I both run and am the only member of? Yeah, that's some family level charity there, Lydia. To the NWO. Or whatever they're called.
The be careful what you wish for storyline is often used to impart a moralistic message.
Fucking game's getting meta on us now. God damn you, TF.
Why not play around with what would happen if the magic worked just fine? I'm being too critical, aren't I? If the idea moves you, run with it. I'm pretty certain if you put your mind to it, you can write a solid, original witch story.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. I can't show him my powers without risking something going haywire. Like in that hallucination Tanya made me have. So, I guess I have to just live life like a normal person. For now.
Hello, Art. So far, we spent the first 45 minutes just pointing the camera at Snarf. You missed a lot of cat. Basically. But you saw the cats and you went and made dinner. Game-wise, we have gone back to Avery in the hospital and we have decided to say, hey, Avery, why don't you move in with us? And so that's happened. And now it's time for us to do the story competition, where last time we got the cat to help us. This time we live with Avery now. And we're like, oh, what if I tell you I'm a witch? And Avery's like, oh, that's a good story. And we're like, yeah. Move into our one-room place with no kitchen. It's fine. He's our best friend. He's like a brother to us. Or maybe a sister. We'll find out over time. I'm trying to remember if this Christmas wreath is new. Also, these dangly feathers also seem a bit new.
Class is over for today. Before I go, I'll post the results of the short story competition. Though I can't imagine anybody will be surprised.
Uh-oh. Did Lydia pull it off?
Let me see. Willow, you did it!
Don't recall when we were making out with the cat last time.
We did it, Avery. I never would have been able to write it without your help. But I don't get something. The professor said it wouldn't be a surprise.
Avery sleeps under the bed now. Shadow can stuff it.
It's not. Willow, you're a brilliant writer, at least when you want to be. I'm so happy you're back to taking your academics seriously.
We gotta celebrate. What do you want to do after class?
I have a meeting of the Dryads and Demons Club at the coffee house, but I don't know if it's really your thing.
Hey, you never know until you try, right?
Sounds like a maiden aunt. I mean, he could be a maiden aunt.
It's the least I can do, considering, you know.
He's definitely got a maiden aunt's jacket on. Or, no, his nan's jacket. It's his nan's jacket. Look at it.
Considering what?
Considering all the help you gave me in the story. You know, it's been a long time since I felt like something I did really mattered. Thanks.
I know you would have done the same for me.
Anytime, Avery. Let's go. Where's everyone else?
Dildo light bulbs. Dildo light bulbs. Dildo light bulbs. Oh god, I'm the worst.
Oh, attendance has been a little low lately. Do you have a character sheet, Willow?
Character sheet?
It's this little worksheet with various stats and background information about your in-game persona.
Ugh, this game has homework? Screw this. I'm out.
What? Really? I mean, I could give...
Of course not, silly. Now give me that homework sheet.
Yes, D&D really does have homework.
Oh. There's an awful lot of numbers on this.
Think of them like variables in a series of algebraic equations.
You're not helping, Avery. It's roleplay with maths.
That's, like, negative helpful.
Sorry. Maybe it would be easier to decide what skills you want first, and then pick the stats you want to focus on. There's a little questionnaire thing here. Okay, first question. Would you rather gather herbs for magic potions with your mother, or work at a forge and smelt armor with your father?
Neither. I want to smash these gender roles. I want to gather herbs with my father, and then smash gender roles in the forge with my mother.
Magic potions. Easy.
I'll just do magic potions.
Okay, next. A thief is stealing your milk delivery.
Ooh, use my magic potion to turn the thief into a cow. Yeah, that'll teach her.
That isn't one of the options.
Might not be one of the options, but I like the out-of-the-box thinking. Avery, you've got to like be a bit broader in your thoughts as the games master. It's yes and. You know, when the player comes up with a novel idea like that, you run with it. You roll some dice, you know, and you see what happens. She didn't say permanently, did she?
That isn't one of the options.
Why gather herbs to make potions if you can't use them?
The potions are more for healing and the like.
Healing, huh? Ugh, so lame.
Well, the point of the quiz is to specialize in what you think you'd enjoy, so put your points into what skills you'd like to use. And you can't forget a backstory.
I can't.
I mean, I suppose you could. It's just helpful for immersion in the role-playing experience. Getting to be someone else for a while, you know? Come on, you must have imagined what it would be like to have magic powers.
Actually... See, now this is one of the reasons I'm quite fond of Changeling the Dreaming. Where is it? Actually, Changeling the Dreaming. The magic system in this is great fun because you've basically got where are we? It's a big book full of a lot of stuff. Where's that's the rules. Right, here we go. Boo, 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 boo. Where's the start of it? There we go. Has Avery ever actually played D&D with other people? Probably not, no. Sounds very much like someone who read the books but never done any TTRPG play. This is true. Yeah, so in Changing Dreaming, the magic is called cantrips. And you have to combine two things. So you've got your character sheet, and if you know the White Wolf character sheets, you basically got dots that you can spend in stuff, and it goes from 1 to 5. But what you do is you combine an art with a realm, and the art at the different levels describes what you could do, and then the realm describes what it would affect. So if you don't have like the realm of what is it, prop, then you can't do effects on like physical objects. But if you have the realm of Fae, then you can affect other changelings. So So it's a slight limitation, but it's also like a fun combination that you can do. And the descriptions of the arts at the different levels, it says like the various effects you could do, but it's not a strict it does this. It's like for example here, one of the arts is autumn, which is about it's the magic of the fall of Samhain, turning light into darkness, decay, those sorts of things. So Autumn 1, creeping shadows. You can command nearby shadows to bend to your whim. And that's it. So anything you can think of to do with shadows and with the realms that you have, you can describe an effect and then roll the dice and do stuff like that. Like I say, the funniest one that we did, there's ones about physicality, but where is it? It's not metamorphosis. Naming. Bent shadows. Hey! Naming is fun because you can do... it's about how names hold power. So level 1, between the lines, you can understand any language or learn an intended meaning behind things you can see or hear. My favourite one, naming 2, nickname. Before you develop the talent and discernment for uncovering true names, you learn to apply a more cursory label to something or someone. The effect fades over time, but the target's identity warps and bends to the nickname provided by the changeling. While the cantrip stays in place, everyone around the focus of the cantrip sees them through the lens of the nickname. Here's some examples. A knocker begins calling her mother-in-law Warthog, and the poor woman begins to snort when she laughs. After an arrogant she stole her girlfriend, the jilted Pisky nicknames her ex Stilts, causing people to see her long, beautiful legs as too long and comical. A car nicknamed Clunker doesn't start reliably and sputters down the road. An impressive Magnum revolver nicknamed Pea Shooter fires bullets that barely break skin. Nickname a street Murder Lane, and suddenly it attracts those making illicit deals and seeking violent confrontations. I put my players in a story where a property developer wanted to take a popular bar and workspace and community site and turn it into student flats, because that's what property developers do. And as they were sort of like tailing him and seeing what his life entailed, and saw that he drove a Mercedes, someone went, I'm going to cast naming 2 on the car, and I'm going to call the car, and I'm going to nickname the car Wankwagon 3000. It was very successful. And so, every time the property developer got in the car, he just had this urge, just absolute, couldn't help himself urge to crack one off in the car. Even when he's driving down the M32, he's just like, oh, I'm having a little fumble down there. And so they got some video footage and spread it on the internet to embarrass him. And that is basically how they solved and saved the community centre. Was through the power of embarrassment and through the power of naming. And naming the car Wankwagon 3000. That's the fun of magic in Changeling Dreaming. you've got enough sort of flexibility. As opposed to just like, I have a bag of holding. It is some absolutely brilliant lateral thinking. Anyway, so Avery wants us to imagine having magical powers. We're playing a video game now.
I'm sure it wouldn't be all fun and games.
Well, of course not. Here, I'll give you an example. I am Valerie Proudwing, Queen of the Fairies.
Stop it.
For 10 generations, my noble lineage has ruled over the Greenwood. But when the demons befouled our innocent homeland, I set aside my sovereign duties to...
Whoa, that's, intricate. Let me see here. I hate writing about myself and passing it off as fiction again. It feels like I'm admitting I'm not good at creativity. But my real-life adventures are crazier than anything I could think up. Alright, finished.
Hammer of Forgery would be a fun one.
Great! I'll give your character a prison bauble for containing evil beings, and mine will get a heart leaf for storing their spirit into trees.
Okay, thanks, Avery.
Unless you want us to have something else.
Sounds good to me. Let's exercise some demons.
Say what now?
Uh-oh. Here she comes. The fun police.
Oh, brother.
Did I hear you right? Did you say you wanted to exorcise demons?
Huh. I guess there's nothing wrong with your hearing. Too bad the same can't be said for your writing.
Zing!
Right? Lydia? Aren't you going to say I'm going to hell or something?
I'm turning the other cheek, Willow.
Whatever.
While we're on the topic...
No rope, no rations, no 10-foot pole. Yeah, never played D&D ever. Come on. Where's your halfling stick, mate?
Would you mind terribly letting me read your story?
You want to read my work?
I'll turn her cheek something up. Ray's getting a bit of a dom on.
Why? What's in it for you?
Well, never mind. But, since you did bring up the subject of hell...
Here we go.
I don't understand, Willow. You said you were an atheist. So why in the world would you say you're possessed by a demon?
Oh, it's not what you think. It's a role-playing game, Lydia. Make-believe, you know? Ever heard of dryads and demons?
As a matter of fact, I have. My church told me it's associated with practicing witchcraft.
Yeah, I bet you read loads of chick tracts, eh? No, exercise demons, like, you know, aerobics.
What could have given them that idea?
You could pretend to be a witch if you'd like, or a knight, or a forest sprite. Anything that suits your fancy, really. You're welcome to join us if you want.
Why didn't you offer paladin? I mean, that wouldn't be too much of a stretch for her.
You know what? I think I will stick around. And maybe afterwards we can all go to Bible study together.
Over my dead body.
Can you say satanic panic?
I'm clearly brave enough to open my mind to new things, Willow. Why aren't you?
Just shut up and roll the dice.
One problem, Willow. Lydia hasn't made a character sheet yet.
What now?
It's like a little resume for your pretend you. If you were magical. You get it?
I quite like that line. I did once see someone put together a resume to look like a D&D character sheet. Can you say to Danny, my favourite makeup brands?
If I was magical?
If you're confused, we can try a questionnaire. Okay, first question. Would you rather gather herbs for magic potions with your mother, or work at a forge and smelt armor with your father?
Armor. In Ephesians 6:10, it says to put on the armor of God so you may take your stand against the devil's schemes.
Paladin.
Let's just skip that one for now.
Or a cleric, yeah. Plenty of violently religious characters you can play. Isn't cleric a little more 40k? I don't know. I've never been a big D&D player. Clerics are definitely in 40k though, aren't they?
Okay, next. A thief is stealing your milk delivery.
I'd leave out some biscuits for him as well.
Avery said a thief, not Santa.
As you said, there's nothing wrong with my hearing. Luke 6:29. If a man takes your coat, give him your shirt as well.
I don't believe this. She's managed to turn dryads and demons into Bible study.
That's for that. That's fair.
What's the matter, Willow? Are you jealous that I figured out the proper answers? Envy is one of the 7 deadly sins, you know.
Technically, Lydia, there are no right or wrong answers. You're just supposed to be answering them how your character would. Maybe that's it. You're just answering them as Lydia would.
Did I miss the part where I had to pretend to be an entirely different person?
Actually, yes. You did.
It's my fault. I didn't explain it right. Lydia, if you'd like, you can play as one of my characters. Maybe someone very different from yourself? Why not take a look at this one?
Zarcy, the succubus.
We've met some succubi before. Is 40k RPG a thing now? I think they've always had RPG source books as well. It's not just the tabletop war games. I'm sure there's enough lore out there. Like there's definitely Warhammer RPG, so I don't see why there wouldn't be 40k RPG. Yeah, never really got into did have a copy of Necromunda in the mid-90s, the 40k skirmish game, and Warhammer Quest, the Dungeon Bash half RPG. Did earlier Eds call them priests, Healy Smashy Boys? Heal the believer, smash the sinner.
Says here, her backstory is she was once a human nun before being seduced and turned by a beautiful demoness.
That sounds familiar. Yeah, I quit in 2010, but the nearest thing was Inquisitor, a hybrid tabletop war game RPG with overscale models. Okay.
Hold on. Your villain is a homosexual?
Oh no!
Well, technically, yes. But I didn't really intend for the message of the campaign to be that homosexuals are...
monsters? Demonic? Sinners intent on destroying the moral fabric of our society?
Oh, do fuck off, Lydia.
That's the language of your Christian club, right?
Yes, it sure is.
The gays! Oh!
But Willow,
Yeah, I thought so. You think just because you believe in God, you have the right to tell everyone else what to do? You don't. You've got no right. I'd rather be possessed by a real demon than bow down before a God who hates gays.
Ever get a feeling that might be happening shortly? Not the second statement, the first one. Oh, we missed a dialogue.
No, you don't understand. Leave us the fuck alone.
Willow, Please don't play this game, Willow. That's all I'm going to say. See y'all in class tomorrow.
Willow, did you need to push her that hard? You catch more flies with honey than vinegar, you know?
I don't want any flies at our table, Avery. God, why do you think people like Lydia are so narrow-minded?
Oh, checkpoint time. Coming up to something. To you too. Pretty much, yeah, I think... late stage edition of TT War games. Yeah, I think... I mean, even Warhammer was just always really just war game based, wasn't it? But I'm fairly certain they did the RPG.
Well, I suppose there's two perspectives. She could just be ignorant and mean.
Yep.
Or maybe she's got some issues herself.
Gonna go with the first one. Oh. Here we go. The thing is, she's got back issues, trade paperbacks, small pamphlets. There's too much happening about Games Workshop history. It occupies too much brain. But the thing is, though, one thing in Games Workshop history, Fury of Dracula. I want to play that board game. Kira, please play the board game with us. You can be a Dracula if you want. Or a Van Helsing. Right, anyway. I'm drawn to the second option. I'm sure we're all drawn to the second option. But also, the first option, depending on how you inflect that sentence, it could be like, oh, she has issues, all right. Or, oh, she has issues, all right. You need to explain all of board games to you. Everyone's like, yeah, two. Kira, like the model painting. Also one is, but yeah, that's it. She has issues, all right. The issue being my foot up her ass. One is both, but mostly two. Yeah. All right. Everyone's down for two. We'll come back and explore one. But let's go. No issues excuse her bigotry.
Lydia is just a total bitch on wheels. She acts all high and mighty just so she can feel superior. She doesn't care about anybody or anything but herself.
If you say so.
Let's just get back to the game. So, you made both Zarcy and Valerie? Which is your favorite to play as?
Oh, I'm definitely more of a Valerie.
Egg.
Zarcy's the bad girl. I mean, I did put a bit of myself into her. Just like me, but if she always put herself first.
Then she wouldn't be anything like you.
Thanks, Willow. Can I take a look at what you came up with?
Sure, but it's nothing as fancy as Valerie or Zarcy.
Willow the Wicked Witch. I realized I had magic powers when I accidentally killed a man. Then a talking cat led me to a mentor who tried to help me use my powers, but I just kept fucking it all up and making other people's lives worse. So my mentor gave up on me. Now I don't know what to do.
That's actually quite a good RPG character. It's like, I got powers, but I'm a bit lost. That's a good. I'd work with that on the table.
That bad, huh?
It's not bad, per se.
Oh, Avery, you're being so good. It's really good, Avery. Come on. It's good stuff. You can look at that and you say, all right, we can do stories.
If that's the best you can say, then yeah, it is.
It's just, well, you named her after yourself.
Redemption or damnation, yeah.
And this doesn't sound anything like the Willow that I know.
It's like tabletop roleplay games are just like pro wrestling. Sometimes people use their own names, but they play characters that are different to themselves. Sometimes people use different names and they play characters that are just escalations of themselves. Everything's pro wrestling, and I'm pressing the button.
Unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in, but the cream rise to the top.
Bit of Macho Man. Also, I try but constantly ruin everything I touch is an accurate description of your average player character. Well, maybe the way you roll dice, Rick. See also, far-right shock jock, yes.
What do you mean?
You never just hang your head and give up if someone called you a failure. You've always been a fighter. From being a vegan to, well, everything. The Willow I know never stops fighting.
Whatever. But hey, your character is pretty different from you, right?
Egg.
Yeah, that's a bit of an understatement.
Did you write about her for the short story contest?
Oh, no.
Why not? What did you write?
Well,
You didn't write anything, did you?
Please don't be mad, Willow.
Why would I be mad? Was it because you spent so much time helping me? Was it because you were stressed out about losing your home?
Exploring.
Tell me the truth.
You seemed kinda down, Willow. I thought you needed a win.
So to make sure you didn't beat me, you became the only one who didn't submit a story?
That's not true. Lydia told me she didn't submit one either.
What? So I won by default?
Because there are only 3 people in that classroom.
Surely there's other people in the class besides Lydia and the 2 of us.
Oh yeah? Like who? Those people in the back who never speak up? It's like they might as well be invisible. I'm sure they didn't submit a story.
We appear to have taken the path that gets quite meta on us.
Is that why the professor said it was no surprise?
Yeah, I was hoping you wouldn't catch that. You're not angry at me, are you?
Winning that contest was the only good thing that happened to me in months, Avery. I just felt like, for a moment, life was starting to make some sense again. You know?
Willow, I'm so sorry that... I'm sorry I failed you. I'm sorry that...
Oh, stop. You're forgiven, okay?
Can't we just play the game and pretend this conversation never happened? That's how I distract myself from my life. Playing the game.
Right, you in the coffee shop, you dickheads.
Right now, I'd rather think about anything other than my own fucked up life.
Egg.
I wish it was real sometimes, you know? Games are so much easier than real life. You can be brave or a coward, and there's no consequences either way.
Oh, the other
Mistakes
classmate.
feel real, but they're not anything to cry over. And you can be whoever you want to be, at least for a little while.
Well, I'm sold. I wish it was real too. Hey, what's happening?
Uh-oh. Brilliant.
Where the hell am I? How did I get here?
You're in my royal court. Though as to your second question, I'm as perplexed as you are.
A queen in a castle? Oh, fuck. I must be trapped inside Avery's game.
Oh, wait till Avery shows up.
And wishing I was back in the coffee shop doesn't seem to be doing anything.
Boob Queen. Hello, wolf lady. Are we going wolf ears or cat ears? I suppose, yeah, wolf ears. The little tufts inside. Ow! Someone go get Trans Owl. Can we please get Trans Owl in here? We know they like a little bit of wolf action. Hello, wolf lady.
Whoever you are, we don't allow commoners to freely roam about the castle.
Hey, I didn't come here on purpose.
Nevertheless, I'm afraid trespassing is a capital crime.
A capital crime? As in, the death penalty? This is a joke, right?
Let me see if this clarifies things for you. Guards! Guards! Off with her head!
Wait just a minute. I've got to use my magic to get out of this. Maybe I can make myself invisible or something. Nothing's happening again. Figures. When I just want to play a game, my powers activate, and when I want them to work, nothing. Please, lady. I mean, your highness.
Going to beg for your life? Save your breath. If you want to make proper use of your last words, use them to pray for mercy from whichever god or supernatural protector you cleave to.
Just my luck. An atheist with no god to pray to. Or do I? I think I've got an idea. This is a game, right? I just have to play by its rules.
Fuck you, I'm a player character. Oh, why didn't you say so? Here's a map to where we need some goblins murdered.
I call upon Valerie Proudwing, Queen of the Fairies, protector of the grass.
Of Gaia, my child.
Valerie! It's good to see you again.
Avery got hips and tits, folks. Oh, damn.
My liege, Willow here is part of my entourage. She is called Willow the Wicked Witch.
You certainly have assembled a motley crew of misfits.
Now, here's the map to the dungeon with the goblins.
I suppose in these desperate times, allowances must be made. She is forgiven her trespasses, as long as the both of you take on an important quest.
Oh, mate, Avery's been practicing that voice a while. Oh.
Of course. Just let me confer with my associate first. Willow, I'm terribly sorry about all that. If that dreadful queen harmed one hair on your head...
My hair is just fine, although it certainly doesn't look as nice as yours.
Yep, Willow's got the gay panic.
Avery, is that really you?
Don't dead name a bitch, Jesus.
Avery is me, yes.
What's going on?
I am not certain. Perhaps this world is but a wonderful dream. How else can I explain how we've taken the place of our figurines on the table?
I think I know how. It's all my fault.
What would lead you to that conclusion? After all, Willow, it was I who created this world and encouraged us to play in it.
But Avery, I am.
Valerie?
Do you really want me to call you that?
It's my name.
Come on, keep up, Willow.
Okay, Valerie. I really am Willow the Wicked Witch.
Just like I'm really Valerie?
Yeah, use her name, Willow.
No, I mean, outside the game. I must have accidentally activated my powers and trapped us here.
Happy face. I mean, Valerie's got a happy face on, but have you got a happy face on, Kira?
A spell? You mean from your character sheet?
The story I wrote, it wasn't fiction. It was based on my life. I really do have magic powers. I can bring my imagination to life.
Kira's just got a face on.
I wanted to explain it to you earlier, but how was I supposed to?
I understand, Willow. I believe you.
You do. Just like that.
Come on, Willow, come outside. Don't make it spell out to you.
I tell you I have a secret identity, and...
You wouldn't be the first to have one, Willow.
Ding, 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 ding.
I mean, I suppose so. But still, it's my fault we're here.
Who you are was bestowed upon you by forces outside yourself. So it cannot be incumbent upon you to assume blame for it.
I mean, I guess that's a good point. Okay, Miss Reasonable. Whose fault is it then?
A reasonable woman tries to bend herself to fit the world.
Fuck that. Smash the patriarchy.
An unreasonable woman tries to bend the world to fit herself.
I'm not sure I like this. ACAB, assign Caterpillar a perv.
Therefore, all progress rests on the shoulders of the unreasonable woman.
Okay. I like that twist at the end.
You've got an answer for everything, don't you?
Well, George Bernard Shaw does, at least.
Oh, I see.
I just wish I hadn't gotten us
They're
into this
quoting.
mess in the first place.
Willow, if you always succeeded, your courage would be unremarkable. Your persistence in the face of failure is what has always made you an inspiration in my eyes.
Valerie, be gay, do crimes.
That's either a really good compliment or a really sly insult. Still trying to figure it out.
Frankly, I should be thanking you for placing us here. This place is magnificent.
Although, it must be said that the Queen's Castle does look like basically a New England school. It's Harvard, isn't it? We've ended up in Harvard. Harvard.
Magnificent? That's a word? Sure. But is it escapable? None of my powers are working here.
Willow, you just started the game. You won't be able to cast spells until you level up.
Fuck, really?
Hang on. Does this mean that Valerie and Willow have to grind? Holy
Don't worry, we'll gain experience as we continue our journey.
Oh, you will gain experience. Oh, God. You know, I'm kind of glad TF didn't join us tonight.
Journey.
I suspect that to escape the game, we must beat the game.
This feels like a bad movie or something.
Oh, yeah, that really bad straight-to-DVD Futurama, which I own.
So, Valerie, have you finished humbling your servant?
It's not the Iron Sheik.
I believe she's learned her lesson, yes.
Excellent. Then let us get down to business.
Break your back, make you humble.
What would you have of us, Your Highness? Is Zarcy the succubus up to her old tricks again?
Zarcy? Wasn't she?
Yes, one of the most cunning and ambitious beings in the realm.
One of. No need for the hedge. She's certainly first on both counts. However, the matter at hand is something else entirely.
It's a different plot thread.
The Orcish horde have been seen clear-cutting the enchanted forest.
How horrible.
So it's like Kathy isn't here, though. She might be slightly reconciled with Valerie, and now she has some semblance of a spine. This is true. This is true. We'll let her know.
It is imperative that the forest be protected.
Exactly. Given your background, Valerie, I know you'll be up to the task.
Rest assured, my queen, I shall lay down my life before I allow harm to come to those noble trees.
Mirroring the story from the real world that we did.
Hey, I'm as much of a tree hugger as anyone. But that's an exaggeration, right?
Of course not.
There's gotta be another way.
Perhaps you can find a way to seduce their leader? They say war makes strange bedfellows, you know. Godspeed, fair heroes.
So, trying to stop a bunch of evil orcs. Seems like a classic fantasy scenario.
Actually, the orcs aren't really evil. They're just cutting down the enchanted forest for wood, for their village.
Oh. Well, where were they living before that?
They had their encampment, but the humans burned it down.
That's terrible!
Oh no. We're going into orc rights.
But the orcs struck first, right?
Actually,
Damn it!
they're a poor, misunderstood, peaceful people who are reviled by the humans for appearance sake alone.
Well, screw those stinking humans!
Willow, not so loudly. We're still in the...
Can't we lead the orcs to overthrow them?
Well, we could.
Note that, like, you're still going to lead the orcs to overthrow them. Well, no. Help the orcs. Orcs right.
Here it comes.
But after so many years of oppression, the orcs are ready to repay the humans for their misdeeds in kind. They've even started to gain a taste for human flesh.
Eat the rich.
So, it's a no-win situation?
I thought a complex, morally challenging story would provide a more thought-provoking play experience than your typical black and white, good versus evil.
Yeah, not if you're actually playing it for real. Well, maybe we can just flirt our way out of this, like the Queen suggested.
Valerie is preferable to eggs.
Perhaps.
Is sex appeal one of our stat meters?
I mean, you've drawn yourself that way.
Ordinarily, no.
Then why did you have seduce the orcs as an option?
I didn't, actually.
Wait. Then who did?
Uh-oh. Someone hornier than us two has infiltrated the game. Yeah, isn't that charisma?
Good question.
Charisma and appearance.
Oh no, it couldn't be. Queen?
Something wrong, my hero?
The queen I know would ask us to exterminate the orcs like a bunch of termites. But suggesting liaison, you just couldn't help yourself, could you?
It's Darcy the succubus, isn't it?
I haven't the slightest clue what you're talking about.
Don't you, Zarcy?
You spoiled all the fun I'd planned, Valerie.
Everyone's favourite big titty demon nun. You all missed her, didn't you? You all missed her. Gay panic intensifies.
Whatever will I do for entertainment now?
Oh, shit. What the hell do we do?
Each other.
Normally, we'd roll for initiative.
Oh, don't bother with that. I'm more than happy to take the initiative with both of you ladies.
Willow, quick. Trap her inside the prison bauble.
Oh, yeah. Take this. Oh, shit.
Oh, we're playing abduction again.
Oh my. What a perfect little world this is.
There's literally nothing here, except you and me.
Like I said, perfect.
I know.
Pokemon. Is this what it looks like inside the Pokeball?
Hey, wait a minute. Maybe there's a way out.
You're the one with the crystal ball. You tell me.
Valerie called it the prison bauble, but I don't know why I'm here with you. It was supposed to be for trapping evil beings.
Aren't you the one called Willow the Wicked Witch?
Ah, shit.
Yeah? So?
And you wonder why the bauble trapped you.
Goddamn normative determinism.
Surrender yourself to me, Willow.
Calm yourselves. Ray, notably.
It'll feel better that way. Trust me.
What are you going to do? Take my soul?
Kind of.
I won't let you.
Oh, you'll let me. That much is inevitable. Oh, you'll let me. That much is inevitable.
If you accidentally hit the wheel on your mouse, it goes backwards. Ray's saying nothing. Because... too busy.
Inevitable?
You're trapped in here with me, remember? Quite possibly until the end of time.
We might get rescued.
Or we might
Can you really say no to me forever? Don't you already feel your resolve weakening? Are you shaking in your cute little boots yet?
Can't you, eat something else?
Yes, definitely useful to go back to lines you missed, but also slightly annoying when you got big fat fingers.
There's nothing here except you, and you look delicious. You see, I'm just so hungry. I'm practically aching.
Don't take another step. I'll use my magic against you.
Magic you don't have enough level to use. I heard you.
You don't have to rub it in.
Horny jail.
Yes, I do. Rubbing it in is my favorite part. Besides, how could one little wicked witch possibly hold her own against the world's greatest villain?
Oh no, don't worry. Valerie's still about somewhere. I'm sure we'll see her again. But for now, we're trapped in a prison bauble with everyone's favourite big titty demon nun. Succubus. Goth.
Wait, what did you just call yourself?
The world's greatest villain? Why not? It's who I am. Willow, don't worry. I promise I'll be gentle.
Of course not. How could the world's greatest villain ever hurt me? When the world is all of 3 feet big.
You mean this little crystal ball we're trapped in?
Looks a lot more comfortable than the actual prison. That place was filthy, this is true. We are in a literal horny jail, yes.
No, I mean the world you come from. It's all an illusion, a game, a piece of fiction I accidentally brought to life.
I'm not real. Ridiculous.
Wake up! Angels and demons, heaven and hell, fairy tales.
I seem to recall fairies being real too.
She's not a... Ugh! Let me try a different approach. Tell me about the past.
The past?
Yeah.
Well, when I was 13,
No, I mean like more recently.
Last week, Valerie and I...
No, not last week. Not when the game was being played. Did anything happen yesterday? The day before?
Oh, we're doing a bit of solipsism, I see.
Can you remember anything at all from the past 6 days?
I'm not real.
You became real today.
Why?
It was an accident on my part.
Do you believe in fairy tales, Miss Willow? Because you're in one.
But I'm not a villain?
No. At least, I don't think you have to be.
I never thought I was evil, Willow. I didn't mean to scare you.
Trust me, Zarcy, you're not as scary as you think.
Maybe you're right. I mean, when I think about my ancient past, But that never happened, did it? If this is all an illusion, does that mean my memories count for nothing?
I suppose if you can remember them, they're as real as anything I can remember.
Before I became a succubus, I remember being a nun.
I know.
You know? How?
Well, the outfit is kind of a giveaway. Plus, I think Lydia read something about it off your character sheet.
Character sheet?
Kind of, like a profile on everyone in this world.
So, you know the whole story about what happened to that little nun?
No.
Oh, thank badness. I love telling this story.
If there's anything I could do without, it's listening to someone's rambling 19-page backstory.
Go anywhere better to be?
Hush. My older sister was misused. She became pregnant. She jumped off a bridge. After that, well, having a relationship, having sex, it wasn't so appealing to me now, was it? I joined the convent as soon as I could. I was barely more than a child when I took my vows. I lived my whole life without the comfort of physical contact. Even when I was getting old and frail, I never let one of the younger sisters so much as brace me as I walked. I didn't want to grow attached. I didn't want to risk letting the pleasures of affection poison my mind. Then, one day, I was too feeble to hoist myself out of bed. I didn't dare call for help. There was no excuse which justified risking physical contact. So instead, I futilely tried rocking myself back and forth, hoping to get some momentum. In my frustration, out of my lips tumbled, "Damn this bed to hell," or something like that. It was the first time I'd ever uttered profane words. Perhaps the first sin I'd ever really committed while in the convent. The words floated out into the air and straight towards the underworld, where they were heard loud and clear.
Sure they did.
What?
Hell's imaginary, though. Remember?
If it's possible my life is nothing more than a game played by humans on Earth, maybe it's possible that your life is nothing more than a game played by demons in hell.
That certainly would explain a lot.
If you're done with your questions, may I have the pleasure of finishing my little story?
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Once those words were heard, a succubus rose from the depths to find me.
Someone like you?
She was like me, and yet very, very much not like me. I cannot give you more clarity than that, I'm afraid.
What did you do when she showed up? Call for a priest to perform an exorcism or something?
Hardly. If I wasn't going to invite a woman into my room, I certainly wasn't going to invite a man.
Oh, hello.
Even though I knew what the succubus was, for some reason, I didn't feel any fear. I was a feeble old woman. If something monstrous were to happen, well, death's embrace cannot be avoided forever, you know.
Yeah, I know. Well, what did she do to you?
She asked me if I was having trouble getting out of bed. I didn't speak. I couldn't speak. But I found myself slowly nodding. She walked over towards me. I remember the little clicking of her hooved feet against the cold tiles of the monastery floor. Click, click, click. I could feel my heart beating along with them. She reached out her hand, and I took it. It was so warm. My flesh nearly burned. She pulled me up, and I was nearly eye level with her. Her clawed hand so delicately stroked the side of my face. I never felt so happy. I held her. I cried. She gently lowered me back into my bed, and we made love. It was the greatest pleasure of my life. For the longest time, I simply lay there, grinning like an idiot. Nothing. Then, finally.
Oh.
It was the greatest pleasure of my life. For the longest time, I simply lay there, grinning like an idiot. Nothing seemed to matter. Then, finally, my mysterious companion spoke to me. "You know why you can't get out of bed, right?" she asked me. Once again, all I could do was shake my head. "Bone cancer," she said it was.
Bone cancer? My mom had that.
Nasty little thing, isn't it? My mysterious friend said I was going to die soon. I started crying again. Not because I was going to die, mind you. I knew it was long past my time to go. I was crying because I'd wasted my whole life living and preaching the virtues of chastity. I denied myself the world's greatest pleasure. And for what? You don't have to die, she told me. She could release me from my mortal coil, even restore my youth. If only I switch sides and join her in serving the darkness. If I agreed to become a succubus. When I joined the convent at age 13, I had no doubt in my heart. And when I joined the succubus 70 years later, I had no doubt then either.
Whoa. Whoa, that's... I mean... Yeah, I get it. I get why you don't think you're the villain.
Why do you think this little game was created in the first place?
Why is any game created? Fun, right?
Well, that's a relief. There's a motive I can respect.
I think you were created the way you were to set up a morally complex scenario.
Oh, we're getting meta again.
So, no matter what you choose...
You never know if you got it right. I swear, I never want to have another choice like that again.
Meta. That was really loud in my ear.
Willow, you're intact.
Headphone people, apologies. Loud crack. And yes, we're intact. Hello, Valerie.
I was worried that Zarsi would...
Have you been writing fictions? Ball break. Was that the egg?
Oh, I can scarcely bring myself to even say the words.
I'm fine, okay? She's not that bad, Valerie.
Not that bad? That's the best you can say about me? I think I'm pretty damn good.
I see your stay in the crystalline prison hasn't taught you a lesson in humility.
On the contrary, Valerie. In fact, I have some news that would drain the color right out of those pretty cheeks.
Before that, Valerie, how'd you bust us out?
Through stoic determination, I was able to forge an armistice with the orcs, which led to the historic Lend-Lease Timber Treaty of...
Just skip to the end.
You and I have leveled up enough to use magic again. The Queen's quest is finished.
Oh, Valerie, how little you understand. The quest? This entire universe is nothing but a massive illusion. An amusement for the humans.
I did it again. Right click takes you there.
You told her about the game?
What else was I supposed to say?
How do you know about this world, Valerie? You holding out on me?
I hold out on no one.
Oh, Valerie's got a pissy face on.
I'm the creator of the game.
No wonder you always win. No fair.
What I don't understand is why we're still playing. You said we finished the Queen's quest. Why isn't the game over?
Because, unfortunately, that is not the ending I wrote.
Wait, what? You knew what the ending was? Why didn't you tell me?
I had hoped it would not come to this. In addition, given that you blamed yourself for this situation, I didn't want to cause you further distress.
Oh, just spit it out! What do we have to do?
Zarsi, would you excuse us for a minute?
Oh, you want some private time to flirt? Be my guest.
The only way for us to triumph is to vanquish Zarsi.
Vanquish? You mean, kill her?
I didn't want it to be an easy decision. It was supposed to be one of those morally gray choices. Are you willing to slay a demon? Even a sympathetic one?
Depends what you mean by slay.
And if we don't?
You gotta beat her ass.
Then she wins. The campaign's over either way, but if she wins, she consumes the eternal soul of one of us.
Fair.
I wonder which one of you is more pleasing to my palate. Miss Naughty or Miss Nice? Maybe we could do a little taste test.
I asked for a moment of privacy.
And you didn't even notice me spying. For someone who created this world, you're embarrassingly far from omniscient.
Right, she can consume my soul.
You're not making it any easier to spare you, you know.
Oh, come on. We had a connection, you and I. We may come from different worlds, but I know we're kindred spirits. I'm sure you won't mind giving me your soul.
How could I? I'm an atheist, remember? Souls are about as real as angels and demons.
About as real as angels and demons? Really?
We went over this, remember? You don't scare me.
Maybe not here, Willow, but if one of us volunteers ourselves, that could be Zarcy's ticket to the real world.
Uh-oh. Healing Caduceus, Sacred Crosier, Royal Scepter, choose your magic stick and tell her to bend over.
Who knows what she's capable of when she's really real?
We've been down that path.
So, just because you can't figure out what might happen, little old me has to die?
You're just a character I wrote. If you have a sympathetic backstory, it's because I created it.
Bonk Kira. Everyone to Horny Jail.
Horny jail.
Parents create children. Do they have the right to murder them?
Erasing you could hardly be considered murder. If you wish, I could even write you back to life once we get back to the mortal realm.
Really? Oh, that solves everything.
Somehow.
I'll summon up a new Valerie and a new Willow after I've ingested the originals.
Somehow Emperor Palpatine has returned. It's easy.
Are there no depths to which you won't sink?
I'm not bad, Valerie. You just wrote me that way, remember?
Giving you such a high charisma stat was clearly a mistake.
You don't have the power to kill me, do you, Valerie?
Okay, Jessica Rabbit.
How could you possibly know that?
Because you would have already done it, instead of talking me to death.
I specialize in nature-themed magic, not...
Then, it falls to you, Willow. But I've looked into your eyes. I've seen the warmth.
What kind of full games master writes campaign with a fixed ending anyway? I know, right? You have a goal and you just help guide the players there. Sometimes they fail.
You're no killer.
Actually, I am. I killed the Axeman when I dropped a tree on him.
You what?
It was self-defense. An instinct, really. But yeah, Zarcy, you wouldn't be the first evil being I snuffed out.
Willow, no matter what tragedy befell the Axeman, I know in my heart that you are not a killer. Nor would I ever want you to become one. After all, what's the use of saving your soul only to besmirch it in such a way? There's only one solution. I'll give my soul to Zarcy.
What? Valerie, that's crazy!
No, Willow, it's the only logical conclusion. I wanted to give the player an impossible moral dilemma.
Definitely how criminal liability works. Yeah, pretty certain. We're lawyers, right?
But I've finally solved it. I have to sacrifice myself.
No! I can't let this happen to Avery.
Valerie.
After all I put him through.
Her.
Avery is real.
Valerie.
And my best friend. I can't risk his
Her.
life for the sake of a fictional being I just met.
Jesus, Willow, get with the program. It's plainly obvious.
Now that I've got my powers back, I could destroy Zarcy. On the other hand, Avery did say
Valerie.
he didn't want me to become a killer.
She.
Maybe I could offer myself to Zarcy instead. I'm more of a match for her. But if I offer myself and Zarcy doesn't go for it, Who knows what might happen to Avery?
Valerie.
It's a gamble either way. Which risk am I willing to take?
Destroy Zarcy with magic or offer ourselves to Zarcy? I mean, I know what Ray's answer is. In fact, I know what most of your answers are. It's number 2, isn't it? Why not both? Yes, why not both? Yeah, we already offered us. I think we did. Offer! Yeah, we're going to offer ourselves to Zarcy. Do the noble sacrifice. The noble, horny sacrifice.
I'm not sure what, if anything, is going to happen if I let Zarcy win. But I'll handle it. I'm a witch, remember? Yeah,
there was the other timeline where she popped up, but I can't remember if we had those options or not. Well, we'll see.
And I'm Queen of the Fairies.
Maybe you are here, but in the real world, you're just Avery,
Ah.
an ordinary human being, right?
No. This is all wrong.
Oh, I heartily agree. If you wanted to seduce me, altruism is the wrong way to go, sweetie.
Oh, I already seduced you. You said that you and I had a connection, didn't you? I'm the one you want. And I'm more woman than you can handle.
Christ, Willow's getting turfier by the minute.
We'll see about that.
Just leave that up there. Make sure let everyone get their little screenshots. Oh no! Oh my! You got your screenshots in? Do you want a little bit longer there? Right, that's enough time, filth bags.
God, I've never been happier to see this coffee shop.
Me neither. Willow, that is still you, right?
Damn, my head hurts.
Oh, please tell me you heard that.
Heard what? What are you hearing?
So, this is the real world, eh?
I can't remember what happened last time. It's been a while. Willow, do you need the toilet?
So, this is the real world, eh?
Yes, she's repeating what I said. That's progress, at least. Maybe within a few hours, these gorgeous arms and legs will be mine too.
Fuck no. This is my body. Mine!
Bodily autonomy problems.
But, really? You think my arms and legs are that nice? I always thought they were a little...
Willow? Who are you talking to? Not Zarcy.
She's in here with me. She's a voice inside my head. God, just when I thought my life was crazy enough already.
Welcome to my world, honey.
You can hear my thoughts too?
So, she's possessing you?
Oh, it's not that simple. I might offer up some advice from time to time. It's up to you if you want to take it, Willow.
What about all that, these gorgeous arms and legs will be mine stuff?
What?
There's more than one way to have my way with your body, Willow.
What's she saying now?
You don't want to know.
I knew we shouldn't have let her win. This is horrible. We've got to do something. Maybe we should go back into the game? Try again?
Something about holy scepters?
No way! We just escaped from there. Why would you want to go back?
I don't know. Why might Avery want to go back?
Well, I just thought that... I mean, how else could we get rid of a demon? Wait, didn't you say you had a mentor or something? Maybe she could help.
Tanya. She said I was a fuck-up even before all this.
Well, given the circumstances, I think that...
Given the circumstances, I'm going to handle this on my own. I don't need Tanya's help. I'll prove she was wrong about me.
But, Zarsi, she'll tempt you into all kinds of evil things.
That's what we were hoping for.
Hey, give me some credit. I'm strong enough to resist a temptation or two.
Really, Willow? Let's see about that. How about a milkshake? I'm sure a skinny girl like you must work hard on her diet.
I never diet. I just eat when I'm hungry. And you're never going to get a milkshake here. This is a vegan place. The first one in the whole area, actually.
What is vegan?
It means we don't do animal products. It's a lot more humane that way.
No cream in your coffee? No butter on your buns?
Someone's watched Last Tango in Paris. You get bean shakes. Yeah, maybe this time don't write the challenging ending, Valerie. Yeah. Why don't you write a game where the ending is that Zarsi sees the errors of her ways? Now, they may have milk alternatives, but remember, this is meant to be the early 90s. So, not sure how many milk alternatives they have. Probably just soy.
Sorry to disappoint you.
Disappointment doesn't begin to describe it. You're denying yourself the best culinary delights, all for the sake of some dumb animals?
It's not just for them. Being vegan is actually healthier, especially in the long run.
90s soy milk was bloody awful.
So you want to sacrifice your happiness today, in the prime of your youth, just so you can be alive a little longer when you're old and weak?
Willow, you look a little pale. Want me to get you a soy latte?
Nah, let's just skip it and go.
Mind you, oat milk, you sieve porridge, so maybe they figured out a DIY recipe.
What a glorious little street.
You just came from a castle and you think the street is beautiful?
Is sieve porridge, right?
A steakhouse, a movie theater, a strip club. It's like you've built a church to indulgence.
What about my little vegan coffee shop, eh? That's not a house of indulgence.
On the contrary, seems well suited for indulging in your smug sense of superiority.
Ooh. Gonna head out and slay some demons, Diablo. Good luck with our own sexy... Yeah, our demons are sexier than your demons are. Cheers for hanging out. Catch you later.
Whatever.
DIY oat milk. Give it a try. Don't you cry. It's tasty and good. DIY oat milk. Give it a try. Don't you cry. It is tasty and good. It's a Eleanor Rigby.
So, is Avery your lover?
He's my roommate.
Really? Living under the same roof? And you've never even tried to take a glimpse of...
No, it's not like that. He's my best friend.
Normally, I'm only interested in females. But there's something about Avery's smell.
Egg.
It smells so enticing.
Oh, what's she saying now?
You don't want to know.
That's what you said last time.
Yeah, but this time I really mean it. Look, let's just try to call it an early night, okay?
If I said this looked like a pad for a very sophisticated prostitute, would you feel offended?
Yeah. I think I would.
I'll keep it to myself then.
It doesn't work that way. I already heard it.
Just metaphysical gender essentialism. I have nothing to worry about.
So sensitive, aren't you? You should at least be happy we are home, safe and sound.
Yeah, nothing wrong with being a sophisticated prostitute. And although I'm, again, not sure, it looks like the home of a 90s teenage student. Sophisticated prostitutes would have, like, more lace, probably.
This is my place.
Wherever you go, there I am. Since I'm inside you, know.
Stop it.
Do you have to phrase it like that?
Like what? Like we're lovers?
I'm going to bed.
Oh, you want to lie down with me?
I want to lie down to sleep. Sleep. Can you handle that?
I didn't know you were in such a mood. I just figured if you're not game for Avery, it must be because you share my particular appetite. And I thought...
You wanted to find something to tempt me with?
It's what I do.
You're going to have to try a lot harder than that. Or better yet, don't. Just talk to me like a normal person.
As you wish. Hey, Willow.
What?
What's the worst mistake you ever made?
Is that your idea of casual conversation? You're worse than Shadow, you know that?
Oh yeah, remember him?
Oh, are you trying to hurt me? Words won't do the trick. But now that I'm in your body, I do feel physical pain. Your pain. Why not try biting down real hard on your lower lip?
What the hell is wrong with you?
Asked and answered, sweetie. Now, out with it. Worst mistake.
No, I refuse to dignify that with a response.
Oh, come on now. I'm sure this isn't the first time the voices in your head have asked that question when you're trying to sleep.
Oof. I'm sure many of us are feeling seen right now.
Yeah, you're right. The worst mistake? Well, that one's easy. Not driving my parents to the airport.
Because they were killed in that crash? Avery knew, which meant so do I.
Oh, Mr. Line.
You know, Willow, if you were the one driving...
Your voices are usually quite certain about everything you've done wrong. Oof.
All three of you might have been killed.
I know. Part of me thinks... Never mind. It's stupid.
Tell me.
Part of me thinks it would have been better that way.
You'd rather be dead?
We were a family. A happy family. We had a happy life, you know? Well, now what's my life all about? An education I couldn't give a shit about? Powers I don't understand? Robbing banks? Getting possessed by fucking demons?
Technically, I haven't possessed you. Not yet, anyway.
But she hasn't denied being a fucking demon.
Whatever. I'm not afraid of you.
Fear isn't the only way I can make your skin tingle.
And if you could do more than that, you already would have, right? That's why all you're doing is just annoying me.
Fair enough, sweetie. For the record, I'm glad you're not dead. And not just because you helped me escape from that prison. I've really enjoyed getting to know you.
Yeah? Well, the feeling is not mutual.
We'll see about that. I'll allow you to get your beauty sleep now.
How generous of you.
Yes, I know it is. You don't have to tell me.
I was being sarcastic. So what is it this time? Gonna try and trick me into stealing from homeless people or something?
Actually, Willow, I wanted to apologize for how I acted yesterday. You know, I only try to tempt people into doing what they are too afraid to choose for themselves.
Yeah, So?
But it seems you're a self-actualized person already.
In English?
You already do whatever you want, don't you?
Hell yeah, I do.
So, my work is done.
Instead of patting yourself on the back, you ought to just admit defeat. You're a literal demon, and you couldn't find one thing to tempt me with.
That little comeback only proves my point. You wanted to lash out, and you did. You didn't wrestle with asking yourself if my feelings would be hurt. You just said what you wanted to say.
Whatever.
Hey, Willow? It is still Willow, right?
Is it still Avery?
Willow, if things are tough for you, I could try going back into the game by myself. Maybe I could find some kind of spell or something to help fight Cersei?
No need to do that, Avery. This bitch was just admitting defeat on me. Apparently I'm too tough of a nut to crack.
That's not what I said at all.
Yep, she just admitted it.
Cersei just accuses of being a libertarian. Maybe a bit.
Oh, Willow, you're so perfect and smart. You totally foiled me.
You know what? If mocking me brings you joy, embrace it. I'm not going to stop you.
You couldn't if you tried.
I'm a bit nervous about class today. For the first time ever, I didn't do the reading.
For me, it was like the millionth time.
But this time you actually had a good excuse.
I don't need a good excuse to not read something boring. Hey, wanna just ditch? I think we both earned some relaxation, right?
What do you propose? A nice walk in the woods or something?
Last time I did that, I almost got my head chopped off. Let's walk back to the apartment instead. Relax, smoke a bowl or something.
Well, I mean...
Oh, smoke a bowl, Avery.
I suppose we could.
Oh, that's the spirit.
Wait a minute. Look at this flyer. Join the One Righteous Word organization's prayer meeting opposing the imminent logging efforts to destroy our forest.
The weird NWO Church Club are opposing the logging? That seems odd.
This is an outrage. And frankly, all these wasteful flyers floating around are just adding insult to injury.
Focusing on the wrong thing here, Avery.
Yeah, you're right. At least Lydia's right about something for once.
Lydia's never right about anything. How's prayer gonna save the trees?
At least her heart's in the right place.
How do you know what place that cold heart of hers is? She's probably just trying to look good. She doesn't care about the environment.
But you do, right, Willow? Come on, let's go.
I had enough prayer meetings for one lifetime, thank you very much.
Nobody asked you. You're not part of the team.
Yeah, no worries, Rick.
Oh, but I am.
Smoke bowl.
Willow, do you really want to spend your afternoon with Lydia at a prayer meeting?
Oh, here we go.
Of course not. Ugh, I'd rather slit my wrists.
What happened to all that rest and relaxation you wanted?
You got that right.
So I can tempt you, can't I?
Now you're making me want to go to the meeting just to spite you.
Who do you want to spite more? Me or Lydia?
A literal demon from hell, or a fictional being pretending to be one.
Boom. I need a button that does that, huh?
Ooh, tough call.
Right. This is probably the last one. Are we gonna go and save the world with Lydia, or go home and smoke a bowl? I mean, I'm always one for go home and smoke a bowl. DJ needs a rim shot button. I'm always happy to go home and smoke a bowl. Smoke a bowl. Smoking a pancake. You just want to stay in with the sexy succubus demon, don't you? Fine.
You know what? Lydia can pray to her heart's content if she wants. I'm out. Avery, let's go home and enjoy ourselves.
How am I supposed to enjoy myself knowing the forest is in danger? You go home. I'm going to the meeting.
Sure, whatever.
This isn't because of Zarcy, is it?
Fuck no. I do what I want, Avery.
If you say so.
Feel free to blame me next time. I don't mind.
I don't need to blame anyone.
Are you sure about that? You have a perfect excuse for anything now. Oh, I wanted to do the right thing, but the devil on my shoulder talked me out of it.
I happen to think making myself happy is a lot more right than butting heads with Lydia for no reason.
Oh, Willow, don't you worry. I don't intend for you to have to make yourself happy.
I'll do it for you.
I'm ready and willing to lend a hand.
What do you mean?
Hurry home and I'll show you.
Okay, we're home.
You called us we. You're getting used to us being together, aren't you?
There are worse roommates.
True. You know, I never did find a way to show my appreciation for saving my ass back in that prison.
Well, it was an ass worth saving.
Share the load.
You're making me blush. Give me your hand.
Wait, what?
Let go of it. Let it dangle for a moment by your side. Let yourself relax.
What are you... Ah! What are you doing? That tickles.
Sorry. I'll try to be more gentle. Now, how does that feel?
Hey! Don't put my hand there.
What's the matter? Surely you've done it before.
Kira smut.
Yeah. But, this is different.
Yes. It'll feel better. It's the closest we can come to making love.
Devil wank.
Making love?
Drop the act, Willow. Why else would you save me when you had every reason to let me die?
Yeah, we were horny.
Admit it. You find me alluring.
That's the word?
I don't have to admit anything.
Oh, so it's the right hand then. No, wait, hang on. Left hand.
Admit it.
I don't have to admit...
No, you don't. I already know you're aching for me. You've been thinking about it over and over in your head. I'm inside here, remember? I saw everything.
Maybe you saw everything, but I can't see you.
Go stand in front of the mirror.
Huh?
Just do it. Now, sweetie, give me your hand.
I feel amazing.
Ah, little heart things.
I do too. I've never experienced the pleasure I've given others.
Wankception.
Until now, I had no idea how good I really was.
Well, what should we do now?
Smoke a bowl.
The world can be our oyster, Willow. Petty troubles like your schoolwork mean nothing now. We can live purely for desire.
Speaking of living for desire, I feel a little hungry.
We feel a little hungry. Go on. Say it.
Fine. We feel a little hungry.
Doesn't it feel so natural? Two spirits living in one heart.
But not one stomach. We've got, different diets, don't we?
That we do, Willow. What have you got in that icebox of yours?
Oh, you mean the fridge? Ooh, I've got some vanilla hemp milk.
Give us a taste. That's not bad. Chug the whole bottle.
What's wrong with you? That's meant for small servings. Do you have any idea how many calories?
Are you really worried about calories when you're this skinny? When was the last time you felt full? Really full? Full enough that you could actually feel your stomach stretching to accommodate your indulgence? You can't remember, can you? And yet your hand is trembling right now. You're hesitating to even let yourself have too much healthy food. I could move your arm for you, but I think this time it'll be more enjoyable if you do it yourself.
You're also a really poor student, so maybe don't chug the expensive milk replacement.
Chug it. Now. Feels good, doesn't it?
Maybe?
You've got to learn to trust me a little more, hot stuff.
Hey, this is all new for me, isn't it?
Speaking of trying new things, we've tasted food through your lips. I wonder, could we have a little nibble of my cuisine?
Your cuisine? You mean souls? Yeah, I'm sure imaginary food is real nourishing.
What little imagination you have. So, when is band practice?
Maybe don't chug all the hemp milk.
Actually, I don't even know how to play it. It was my dad's.
Well, there's no time like the present.
I have class in a few. But I guess we could bail.
No, we should go.
To class? But I thought you said we were done with that.
Oh, Willow. It is both a joy and a curse to explain everything to you.
In the time it took you to say that, you could have just told me.
But it's more fun to help you figure it out for yourself. Let me see if I can come up with an analogy.
Trying to guess things I don't know? Hearing analogies? It's like I'm back in class already.
You're not a devotee of Christ, are you?
Not exactly.
Not exactly. Say it plainly. Willow, 2,000 years ago, God made a blood sacrifice to protect you from those like me.
Didn't work, did it?
Sounds really heavy when you put it like that.
It is really heavy, Willow.
No. Okay?
Then why do you wear the cross?
Oh, this? Why didn't you say so? I'm wearing this ironically.
Then we shall go to class ironically. While others are there to learn, we will be there for a higher purpose.
What higher purpose?
Sating our appetites, of course.
Willow, you might want to check the paper today.
Oh no, war. National IQ slipping. The Balkans, which is 93, which kind of makes sense. IQ scores nationwide have fallen another 3 points this year. In a trend described as troubling by leading social science researchers. I mean, I'd like to come up with a better word than troubling, but I just can't think of one. Oh my god, it's happening to me too, said an academic.
Stop the Serbs? International relations aren't exactly my strong suit.
They say tensions in the Balkans could lead to World War III.
What do you want me to do? Get on a plane to Belgrade and become a diplomat?
Just be careful today, okay? You never know when doomsday is going to be around the corner.
What, Lydia?
Listen to that little kitty, acting like you don't know how to take care of yourself.
Serial killers, bank robbers, demons, I've dealt with them all. Bring it on.
George Orwell once wrote, "Mankind is not likely to salvage civilization unless he can evolve a system of good and evil which is independent of heaven and hell." What do you think he meant?
Maybe he meant we should all be good for goodness sake, instead of just for the sake of one's own soul in the afterlife.
So, each person can define goodness according to their own whims? Even blasphemer or a homosexual could claim they're a good person?
Fuck off, Lydia.
God, what a fucking bitch.
Is she always this annoying?
Oh, yeah.
I think we found our prey.
Yes, let's eat her soul.
What
Swallow
do you
your
want,
soul.
Willow? I've got Bible study in a few minutes.
What, spreading more messages about your imaginary god-hating people?
No, Willow, never mind, you wouldn't understand.
Give me your lips, Willow. I'll take it from here.
I'm sure we've seen this ending.
Oh, Lydia. I think I understand more than you think.
Smooch! I mean, consent is an issue.
Oh my god. I can't believe we really did that.
Believe it, baby.
Willow, what was the meaning of this?
But were we possessed when we did it before? Got here from the prison timeline.
What's the matter? Did you like it or something? Ready to admit you were wrong about what you said in class?
You did that just to win an argument with me? After what happened at that demon game, I knew you'd never respect someone like me. But this? If you knew 1/10 of what I had to go through, this really is the last straw.
Lydia, Oh, fuck. She looks really upset. Lydia, I'm sorry, okay?
Not yet, you're not. But you will be.
What are you talking about?
Judgment Day. In case you haven't noticed, we're all wicked, Willow.
Judgment Day? You mean like in the Bible? How can you scare me with the wrath of God when I don't even believe in him?
It's not God's wrath you have to worry about, Willow. It's mine.
What was that?
Enjoy your last few minutes on Earth, Willow.
Okay. What the hell is going on?
Oh, bloody hell. End of the world already?
The end of the world?
Can't say I didn't warn you this time.
You could have been a lot more specific. Fucking Lydia has the power to end the world?
I don't know the how or the why. Tanya just said today's the day that it all ends.
But she said there's a way out of it, right?
For you, yes. For your little parasite, nah.
The pet is calling me a parasite?
You can turn back time, Willow. Back to the day that we first met. Get a second chance.
I can? But what about my power? Isn't there always a price?
Yes. Everyone's memories will be erased.
If everyone's memories are erased, then...
Tanya will remember. She's been through this loads of times trying to get it right with you.
Wait a minute. If we turn back time, I'll be back in that prison.
Yeah? And?
If things go differently, we might never meet. I might never escape from that place.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
How selfish of you. I'm impressed.
Thanks. I mean, honestly, I would miss you.
You certainly would. After all, you need my help to fix this.
I do?
You heard it yourself. Tanya's tried many times, never with success. I think it's time I tried my hand at it. Willow, why should we turn back time to the start of this journey? Why not just go back to right before we played dryads and demons? That was the moment that Lydia said bothered her, right?
Right.
A smaller leap, a smaller price, perhaps.
Hurry it up, and don't listen to whatever that harpy's saying. Turn back time! All the way back. Do it now!
All the way back one day. All the way back is probably just gonna reset the game, but I think the one day we've done that one as well, haven't we? So, boom! If I could turn back time.
All things truly wicked start from innocence.
Right, there we go. So we went We went through issues in game. It was a slightly different path. But yeah, we ended up kind of like in the same place. I said, yeah, we got possessed. And did we apologise or not? And then poof, we ended up there. But we went bump, bump, bump. There we go. We found an ending. But I think, yeah, that one just... Either way, we end up back at the beginning, don't we? I think we did the Groundhog Days and it just never happens. Anyway, there we go. That's some more bits of Wicked Willow unlocked for us. And this is quite a nice little bit of music. And I think, yes, when I tab out, it still plays. So I'm going to leave it playing. And we'll wrap this one up. It's been a little bit longer than normal, just because we spent a lot of time playing with the cats. But we did crack an egg. We cracked an egg. Which I thought we might have done. But it's interesting that the we haven't done Dreamies. We didn't do them this afternoon either. Do you want to do some Dreamies? If you got the points, we can still do Dreamies. I haven't done a raid yet. There we go. We're doing Dreamies. Go to full cam. Let's just say hello to Blarry. You're huffing the Dreamies again, aren't you? I'm not, man. You were. You're facing the Dreamies. Well, maybe if you... Oh, just put yourself there. Hi, Snarf. How are you? Licking your lips? Did you... Are you one of the bots in chat? Yes. Where's your brother? Orky! Dreamies and raids, yeah. Oh, big yawn! Hello. Here he is, the Crime Master. Yes, yes! Get off my keyboard for a start. Hello. Hello, oddballs. Hello, oddballs. Hello, Emmy. Just in time for Dreamies, I see. Who's in? Hello, Dragon Dad. Welcome in. Hello, Emmy. How are you? Doing some Stardew. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for the shout-out, Ray. Yes, your timing's fantastic, because Ray has just chopped in Streamy Dreamies. What you're going to see is this tub of Dreamies. This criminal here, this is Orko. You can't see Snarf. You'll see Snarf in a second. I have my hand in the tub. And then you raid it in. Almost as if you're in both streams being an amazing mod. I know. Right. Here's a criminal. His name is Orko. He's very food obsessed. What was that? What was that? Were you going to try and pounce on my hand? You daft sod. There you go. Right, Snarf. Yes, we haven't forgotten you, Snarf. I think I might give him Snarf a few more, so... look at these criminals. That's it, you eat up. And Blarry, do your job. Protect the biscuits, don't huff them down yourself.
But they're tasty, man. I like tuna.
I know you do, Blarry, but they're for cats, not blowhigh. Spoonykins, hello, welcome in, yes. So, oddballs, hello, welcome in. My name's DJ, pronouns are he, hims. Lots of information in the down below. And normally we play point-and-click adventure games and puzzle games and sometimes RPGs. Often stuff with a good story. Today we've been playing Wicked Willow, but this is the point of the stream where you can spend your channel points on giving my cats treats and teaching them bad habits. On your left, the big ginge is Snarf. On your right, the master criminal tabby is Orko. Orko is has no respect, is very food motivated, and often will bully Snarf off his food, particularly when we had the chicken dreamies. But Snarf really likes the tuna ones, so that's a Snarf win, and off he goes. If Snarf doesn't finish his dreamies and Orko finishes them, Orko wins. And if Snarf does finish his dreamies, Snarf wins. On there. Gonna look for a bit, that's fine. Who's posting stream things? We're posting stream things. Cool. Right, now I have to wipe my desk. Look at the mess that Orko leaves behind. He's absolutely you're the worst. You know that? You're absolutely the worst. No respect. Desk drool. Absolute desk drool. So, we were just going to wrap up. But then you raided in. Missed a bit, probably. It's fine. I'll mop it up again in a second. Yeah, we were going to raid on. But then you guys came in and it was like stream dreamies and stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I am kind of tired though. It's been a day. Earlier we were playing Everybody's Gone to the Rapture, which was strange and weird. And yeah, like I say, we've just been playing Wicked Willow, a little indie game, which is also a bit strange and weird and very horny, and we're just sitting there, sort of caught, basically. We cracked an egg today. One of the characters, definitely an egg, right? What happened? OBS, where are you? There you are. Right, okay. We could raid train on some. We could raid a train onto someone. I think, yeah. I mean, part of me was like thinking, shall we maybe push on, do something daft and silly for the oddballs? Because we can do daft and silly things, but no, we'll push on. Let's see. I mean, Ollie's been on for some time. Oh, you know what? Mrs. Gendered's on. Showing off his VTuber. Yeah, why not? Let's go see. Right. Oh, God. Orko, you criminal. Just sat on my keyboard. Terrible, terrible. Right. So we're going to raid train you on to see Mrs. Gendered. Friend of the Klaus... The Clouder of... Look, if you know Gender Meowster... and all the various streamers and lovely people who hang around, the Clouder of Meowsters. That is the word that I want to get out there. Mrs. Gendered is one of our friends in the Clouder. They're doing an art, and they're doing their PNG tuber. We have got our own little ring message there. If you recognise the tune, nobody ever recognises the tune. It's David Bowie. We are the Nerdhood and we're coming to town. Beep beep. David Bowie. But thanks for coming in, folks. Maybe next time we'll raid you. Or you'll come in and we'll be like, oh yeah, we got bags of time, lots more fun to do. But not today. Today we'll take you to Mrs. Gendered instead. But thank you so much for coming in. I don't know why your has your subscription to Emmy like suddenly died, because all of a sudden all of your Emmy emotes aren't working, Ray. But thanks for coming in, Emmy. It's lovely to see you. Lovely to see the oddballs. Look, I was almost going to raid into you guys, but there you go. And it's lovely to spend time with my lot as well. You lot are lovely. I will be back some point. I don't know. Just got back. Yeah. Might not be streaming next week at all. It is, as I say. Time to go.